When I say the two words white space, what comes to mind? Toastmaster Matt. Okay. Toastmaster Jasmine. What comes to your mind when you think of the words white space? Well, when I say white space, it means clear time on your calendar. Time that, if you're looking at a white piece of paper, it's not filled with any writing. Whether that's blue ink or black ink, it's just clear white space. Throughout this talk, I want you to think about what you do to fill up your calendar. Are you a parent that has to raise their family? A single person that wants to advance their hobbies? Or maybe you're a bit of a workaholic that just wants to keep their nose to the grindstone. However you fill up your calendar is taking away white space. Ask yourself, do you like white space? Or are you one of those people that needs to have every minute of every day planned? Maybe you just can't sit still. You might think undiagnosed ADHD or something to that effect. But what might you do, no matter if you like white space or not, if free time suddenly appeared on your calendar? You have your agenda for the day, for the week, ready to go, but you open it up and you swore you had that morning meeting, but it's gone. What are you going to do? White space is a concept that I learned from my mother. We sat up at night, we were both night owls, and talked about our time, how we manage it, and what we want to do with it. Especially how to make more free time. White space, time for us, not time for others or time for other tasks. But white space, in my mind, needs time for me. Her and I still talk about this frequently. And it's a bit ironic because as I've grown up, I found that my mother's one of the worst at making white space, making time for herself. She has me, my sister, my grandfather, and many, many friends, and many, many hobbies, one of which is going to Broadway shows what seems like 8 days a week. Not sure how she finds that extra day. Personally, I also struggle with white space. The apple didn't fall very far from the tree. I constantly need to fill up my calendar. If I woke up and saw that morning meeting was canceled, well, woo, I had 7 things already backed up to fill that with, whether that was written down already on a sheet of paper or whether that's the ping pong balls going in my mind. I am ready to fill that white space with blue ink, black ink, keystrokes, whatever it might be. I would fill my calendar up with anything. It could be taking care of my dog. It could be making content for my social media channel. It could be reading a paper on PhD semiconductor materials, or reading a paper on speech language pathology, or going to my garden, doing work there, turning my compost bin, continuing to make a pond for my turtle, and anything in between. I love white space though, even though I'm admittedly horrible at making it for myself. If I could clear my calendar, I would pursue my hobbies. I love to hike. I love to get out on the beach and do all water sports that are associated with it. Getting on the beach is the perfect manifestation of white space. We can maybe call it sand space, blue space, ocean space in that context, but the beach forces you to relax. But because I am infamous for not giving myself that time, I will surf, boogie board, throw a frisbee, or just pace around my towel because I can't sit still. I want to hone my public speaking. I've been a part of Toastmasters for 2 years. I want to have more leadership positions in the club, in the area, in the division, in the district. And I want to continue on my pathways. Admittedly, since Toastmasters switched over to pathways, I haven't been very good at keeping up with them. I want to be a more thoughtful friend, be able to visit that person I haven't seen in a long time. I want to be a more thoughtful partner, follow through on the date night that I suggested, but because I make no white space, popped out of my mind. Totally on its own accord. I could be a better son. My dad's birthday is coming up, and because I gave myself a little white space, I remembered the perfect gift that I'm going to give him this year. And as a brother, I'm the older brother to a sister and a brother, and they're younger than me. I'm the oldest, and they look to me sometimes for wisdom, for guidance, and I want to be there. And if I have no white space, I've been told by them that, well, they don't call me because they think I'm too busy, and that's not okay. And this one makes my skin crawl as I say it. If I had white space, I might even do nothing. Now, I gave you where my white space might originate from, what might fill my white space, what I might do with the white space. But where would your white space originate from? Think about that as you sit there, as the talk shifts gears. To use a common saying, where might you trim the fat off of your schedule? I promise you, not everything on that schedule is as important as you think it is. Some things are a result of the ping pong balls just constantly going back and forth. Some things are a result of old goals or different directions that you might have been on, but you're not anymore. So remember, look for opportunities to trim that fat off of your schedule. In order to do that, you might want to develop some strategies to protect your white space once you make it. I know there were times where I've certainly wanted to put that away message on my life. And in order to do that, I've developed a couple of strategies. Well, 3 to be exact. I really like the number 3. Strategy 1, just say no. Simple as that, right? Coming from a people pleaser myself, that is not easy at all. But it is probably the most direct, simplest, straightforward way to protect your white space. Just say no. The second strategy would be to make a longer-term roadmap for yourself and for your life. This roadmap could include your goals, your aspirations, tasks you need to do, vacations, whatever. Include what you want to include in your roadmap. And this roadmap can be a week, a month, a quarter, a year. I do business development, so I tend to operate in quarters. So I know I made a second quarter roadmap for myself this year. The roadmap will help with the first strategy, number 1, just say no, because it will remind you of the important goals and not the distracting, fleeting fancies that might come across your mind. And the third is to consistently reevaluate. Reevaluate what? Reevaluate your to-do lists, your roadmaps, your agendas, anything that you have tasks to do on, but reevaluate them through the mindset of, how is this going to further my goals? Will this align with my goals, or will it detract time that I need to accomplish them? And I want to leave you with this. Do you enjoy white space as you now understand it? If you do, I want you to think about the ways that you can continue to cultivate and protect your white space. And if you don't like white space, because you haven't tried it yet.